Hail the Barbarian Horde. I'm Joe, here with me is my co-host Dan.
Hello and greetings.
And we're back. We'll be doing plenty of Red Sonja content going forward from here on out, hopefully. Unless YouTube gives us another pointless strike, at which point we'll have to find a way around it. But hopefully in the next few months you'll see us, or over the course of the next few months I should say, you'll see us basically cover all of the Red Sonja books. We'll also be continuing the book club podcast of Conan from Dark Horse, because I like reading the Dark Horse runs. And at every story arc conclusion, I'll chat Dan up, and that'll be something. Anyways, when it comes to this novel, The Ring of Ibiriku, which is a weird title, the story starts off with Pelides, a duke, and Azeroth fighting, squabbling over Azeroth having usurped the kingdom. And Pelides doesn't like him, so he gets turned into a monster by Azeroth, who ends up having to flee and yells at him, "I'll find the ring, sorcerer. I swear I will. I'll find it." And he leaves crying like a little baby. How adorable. He cried like a woman. Yeah, that's probably one of our villains. How very intimidating. He's crying. Seriously? And then we have Azeroth wanting to basically scry to find a ring. And he vows he will have that ring. At which point we end the prologue and we are now at chapter 1.
Gandalf shows up at the Hobbit hole and... wait, what?
Hey, don't reference a better novel while we're reading this one, because otherwise I will actually want to break down sobbing, because I really wish we were reading that. Anyways, either that or I'd want to be reading Hour of the Dragon. And the thing is that Red Sonja is, as we first see her in this book, is in a bar. Because of course she is. Well, at least she's not dancing for the men like she did in her first appearance. And I can't believe I can say that. Because, yeah, for all the clout she's given by a lot of people, let's face it. Were Red Sonja a woman in the modern day, she'd have an OnlyFans. I'm just saying. She's a very bizarre character. But when it comes to what she's doing in the bar, she's basically drinking herself, or at least a fortune probably away, which, her money, her problem. Now, the trouble is, she ends up in a bar brawl and ends up basically kind of humiliating a barmaid, which I was just left thinking, why? At which point, the barmaid's boyfriend pretty much tells Red Sonja, "Hey, no one gets to smack around my girlfriend." And he attacks her. Now, at first, he tries to tell her off and tell her, "You're going to apologize," basically. That doesn't go over well. Then he threatens her. Then he resorts to violence. And then she kills him. And the narrator dubs him a rogue. And Red Sonja calls him a rogue. Pardon? Okay, I admit he attacked a woman, and that's wrong, but she attacked his girlfriend. He was standing up for the woman he loved. And he's evil? I don't follow. Actually, he's the hero. He's a martyr. Red Sonja's the villain. it just flabbergasts me. And then you have Alice, who, yeah, when you check out the spelling of the name, it's pretty horrifying when you actually try to pronounce it. Allas. Alice. Alice. I'll call him Alice because Alice makes him sound like a girl, which I believe that was probably the intent. And the only reason I'm shaming the narrator, or writer, I should say, is that right now I am wondering, when the holy hell? Because, okay, this was made in 1981, but given her behavior, if you were to tell me this was made in 2024, I'd probably believe you. It's just, I don't understand. Like, how is the one guy, the hero, in the wrong? He defended his girlfriend. He's a good man, him. And the thing is, the next day, it's pointed out to her that they're burying that rogue you slew last night. You mean the hero? And you have her. He made an error. He misjudged me. Too many have done that in the past. No doubt it will happen again. If I make her sound evil, it's because I don't know how else to read her. And I know we're probably going to lose subs over this, but, like, guys, I'm confused here. In the Red Sonja comics, what few I've read, I don't think she'd just go around killing a guy for defending his girlfriend. And, okay, she could be a little skeevy at times. I mean, come on. Our first intro to her, she's basically dancing on a table for the guys to the loud cheers of everyone, and then goes off to all but skinny dip with Conan. Like, you know, like, this is her first appearance. But at the same time, she's a self-possessed woman who's determined to carve her own path in life. And I don't mind that. Actually, okay, she's basically, in a way, a toned-down Valyria. She is a toned-down version of Valyria. Although Valyria herself is not the sort who gets on tables and dances for them. She's not on Night of the Round, like Red Sonja is. Sorry, I had to throw that joke in. Because, you know, Red Sonja likes to get on tables and dance on them. Knights of the Round.
Yeah.
There are knights who like to... Okay. I shouldn't try to explain the joke. But this is like... And she even smiles about having killed this guy and about how she's going to go on to kill other guys who are going to misjudge her or make the same error as this guy. I'm confused.
Because Valyria, she wouldn't have killed the man.
No, she'd probably just embarrass him. Maybe leave him with a scar for challenging her in a fight. And that'd be it. But, okay, this might sound weird. Valyria, I would understand why she'd do that because, well, she's not a safe heroine. She's a heroine, but she's not safe. She's more a classic heroine. Conan might bump him on the head and just laugh at... Well, okay, actually. Conan is really charming. He'd charm the guy into sharing a drink with him, and then the two would just become bros. That's the thing. That's a side of Conan that very few people tend to think about, is that he's freaking charming. No one is as charismatic as Conan in, well, almost all fantasy mythology genre fiction, because, like, he could charm a bird off a tree. He's as charming as Hideyoshi Toyotomi from Japanese history, as charismatic as Augustus Caesar, and I ain't kidding when I say that. Augustus was the most charismatic man in history, and he's as brilliant as Aragorn Elisar. Now, I also consider Aragorn Elisar on the same level as Conan, because they're basically the same character, except just told by different authors. But the thing with Red Sonja is she's... Okay, if Valyria's a bit of a counterpart to a character like Éowyn, Red Sonja, I don't know, like, she's a similar archetype. She's basically a shield maiden. But like having her outright just murder an innocent man for standing up for his girlfriend after, ironically, Red Sonja bullied the barmaid. Okay, so the barmaid made a snippy comment. Who cares? Show some. Okay, I shouldn't say show some skin, but like, toughen up, lady. But she murders the man. Then sullies his memory? What's she gonna do next? Piss on his grave? Like.
Too late.
Oh, wait, she did that. Okay. Essentially. Honestly, I'm not impressed with these first 2 chapters. And I don't know. Like, thankfully, this is a really short novel. So it'll not be a very long read. And we'll probably end up doing like 5 to 8 chapters in the next video, because this was just meant to introduce the video and for us to let you all know we are going to be producing more Red Sonja content. Yay! But from what I understand from Roy Reads Anything, the one I want to do the Red Sonja book review podcast with for the 3rd book, from what I understand from him, the first 2 books are not as good as the 3rd one. The 3rd one was the one he really liked. And that makes me want to really get to that one, but I kind of feel like we should read the first 2 to understand where he's coming from. Because I don't want to judge these books without having read them myself. So that's what this podcast is about. We're reading this. We're going to get through it. Even as I'm kind of a little concerned because this doesn't read like regular Red Sonja. Now, would Red Sonja commit some crimes? Heck yeah. But we got to bear in mind she's supposed to still be a heroine in the story. Supposed to be. But she's not acted like one. So if you think I'm judging too harshly, let me know in the comments section. If you think I'm being too merciful, let me know in the comments section. And if you're as annoyed as I am at the fact that there wasn't a description about her chainmail bikini in this book so far that I can find, let me know, because this annoys me. I want to... Come on. Give me something to think about. Who's the writer? Let me just search this, because I'm a little offended that... Okay, so it's David Smith and Richard Turney. And they did not describe Red Sonja. Come on. She's a buxom babe in a chainmail bikini. Describe her!
Oh, well, if they can't.
But they can. There's always a way to describe a babe like her. I'm joking. Well, she's like... Okay, she's probably one of the top 5 hottest in terms of physical appearance characters Marvel ever made. Like, we know MJ's at the top. We know Storm's probably right behind.
You know, Rogue's up there.
Yeah, like there's Jean Grey. There's... Anyways, when did this become about judging characters' physical appearance? What is this? Ms. Universe or something? Well, inevitably any discussion of Red Sonja falls into that because...
So, Myth Marvel Universe.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. Red Sonja, if you're looking for a deeper version of her, you read Valeria or even Bailet. If you're looking for just, you know, a babe in a bikini, well, you know, you got Red Sonja. So, yeah. We'll continue on with the book, and hopefully we'll get to see a she-devil with a sword actually finally slice a bad guy up rather than a martyr. So if you enjoyed this video, and even if you didn't, go check out our stuff on Substack, where we write some pretty good fantasy novels in serial format. And also, don't forget to smash that like and that subscribe button as though you were, well, Conan taking down one of his enemies.